loves, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by to watch today's video. I'm called Elomo and I make videos from Limbe, the southwest region of Cameroon. So today's video is a long overdue video. This video was requested by one of my subscribers during one of my vlogs when I passively mentioned the Limbe Deep Seaport project, and he was so interested about that and asked me to make a video, and today is the day the Lord has chosen. Okay, let's just drop right into the video, right? So I'm going to explain what I can explain here, and then I'll be putting clips I took up around the exact areas I'm going to be mentioning in the course of the video. So if you don't know, Limbe is by the sea. It's a coastal town in Cameroon. So we have the sea just by us. So the government just announced that they plan on building a deep seaport in Limbe. Now this project was supposed to happen before the Kribi deep seaport project, but the crisis happened. If you don't know, we're suffering from a civil crisis, and security has been it's been wavering, like security has been shaking. So the project was moved to Kribi, but now the government has said they are ready to actually embark on this Limbe deep sea port project, and they went about the town of Limbe, marking 5 different areas where the project is going to happen, or where the deep sea port is going to be. Please don't ask me how they plan on building a deep sea port in 5 different areas. Like, don't just ask me that question, because our country is kind of funny, but we love it like that. Anyway, so there are 5 areas that they went about pinning signboards and planting pillars, just to inform the general public that they plan on using that area to create the Limbe deep sea port. Now the 5 areas are: first, you have Down Beach. We have Down Beach Limbe, which is a very popular spot where people, when they are visiting Limbe, they always go there to go and eat roasted fish. So it's quite popular. From the Down Beach area, you have Bota area, from the Bota Wharf, that area. And then the 3rd area, you have Ngeme. I'm going to be showing you guys all these areas. I just want to list them before we go deep into the video. And then the 4th area, you have Isongo, which is like on the way in Dibuncha, right? Isongo. And then the 5th area is Idenau, where you have the Idenau Wharf, something like that. So those are the 5 areas where they have marked that they are going to make the Limbe deep sea port project. So having said that, let's jump to the first area. So I'm just going to show you clips of Down Beach, the areas that they have marked, the signboard and all of that. Okay,
so let me start by showing you guys the pillar. This is what the pillar looks like. It's written Port Authority of Limbe, and then you have this signboard just written the declaration of public utility, the number of hectares and the particular area which it is pinned. So let's move forward now to the Down Beach area. From the banks area, like this is the banking sector where you have all the banks. This is Mars Down Beach, and then you have your first signboard just after Mars Down Beach, which you can see. And then proceeding from Mars, on this day rain had fallen, so you're going to see lots of like flooded areas. Each time rain falls in Limbe, this area is usually so flooded, so just bear with us as we make this video. So heading down, you'll meet another signboard again. That's the signboard. Anywhere you see DPU, just know that it is the same thing, right? So proceeding, you meet another signboard. That is it I just showed you guys. So this is like the Bukaro area on my right hand side, what I'm showing you guys. That's where people usually come and eat roasted fish. And then you'll still find another signboard as you're progressing. So like I said, rain had fallen on this day, so everywhere was just like water. This is Down Beach for us on days that rain falls, right? So as you're going down, just be vigilant enough. You're going to see a couple of those signboards along this road as you progress, going down till where you get to an area where you can see the signboards no more. Then you know that you have come to the end of the area that has been demarcated for the Limbe Deep Seaport project for this Down Beach area, right? Then you have Jalakwan's house. This is Jalakwan's house that I'm showing you guys. presently as a Jalakwan is a household name in Limbe. If you have stayed in Limbe or you know anything about Limbe, you should know Jalakwan. He has a Jalakwan Sports Academy. So moving forward, just continue going straight. You're going to find lots of these signboards till you get to like the Bonjo area. Like you want to go to the big camp, you just go straight. Like you want to go to the big camp, you'll find those signboards till when you can find them no more, right? So on this day, we ended somewhere around this chief's house. This is the chief's house here. The whole of this area has been marked for the project. So you just continue going straight, and you continue seeing the signboards until you can see them no more.
So let's move over to the second area which has been marked by the government to be used for the Limbe Deep Seaport project. Now the second area is the Bota Wharf area, which we call Bota Po, commonly called here or locally called here. So I'm going to take you through from the zoo roundabout to the areas where you will find the signboard which has been pinned and the pillars stating that that property is going to be used for the Deep Seaport project. Let's go.
So this is the zoo Limbe Wildlife Center. So I'm standing at the zoo roundabout just so that you guys can have a clear picture, or those who really are not familiar with Limbe like that can just like have a clear picture of where we're going to. Just at that roundabout you have Treasury. This is Treasury just at the zoo roundabout. So we're going to go like taking this road going down, as in you want to go to Treasury. This is the entrance to Treasury, and after Treasury you have the lands office as a ministry of land, state property, surveys and land tenure. Those of you who have been asking me, Carol, how do I know a land certificate is genuine, it's not fake, all of those, see, this is the office you come to find out if the land certificate you have is genuine or not. I've explained this office to about 3 subscribers who reached out to me, but apparently they cannot understand me. I don't know if it's that they don't know the office, or I don't know if it's that they don't know this area. Like, I just don't know why they just seem not to get my directives. Thank God for this video. Today I'm showing you guys the office. So for all your land matters, go there. Proceeding, you have the Port Authority of Limbe. This is their office, and just by the office you start seeing now the signboard for the Deep Seaport project. So this signboard basically has just like the number of hectares that they are using for that area and the name of that area. So I'm going down now to the Bota Wharf area. I'm using this road just by the Port Authority office because I don't want to use the other road. Family members, if you use the main road going to the wharf area, you know how you have park boys, which we call here jongleurs, like they will just start dragging you. Come, do you want to go, do you want to send? Like, I was not in the mood for all of that, and they usually do not like cameras in their faces. I think those boys are just too rough for me. So I decided to just go and show you guys this Bota Wharf area using this route, that at least I'm not going to meet those poor boys, right? So I stopped here just to show you guys. As you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, you can see people there going about their businesses, loading boats, offloading and all of that. This is what the area looks like when you pass from this other road. Now let's go ahead. This is the main entrance of the Bota Wharf, which I was avoiding to use. You have some signboards there like Bota Po, all of that, all of those signboards there. Where this car is coming from, that is the entrance to the Po, which I did not just want to go there. Then you have another signboard of this Deep Seaport project there. This is CDC tank. This used to be their red oil tanks. CDC has one tank and the rest of the tanks belong to Pamol. But you guys know we're in a crisis right now and agriculture has not really been happening like that. So this area is like deserted. The tanks are basically empty. Farmers cannot work to produce palm kernel in large quantities to even have large quantity of oils like that. So the area is just like it is well. So but just basically just look on the stretch of this area, still going to find so many signboards that talk about the Deep Seaport project, right up to the SS Club entrance, and even till inside the SS Club entrance you're going to see those signboards, which we're going to look at all of that in another video, so stay tuned.
Now on to the third area which has been marked for this project is the Game area. This is where the subscriber who actually requested for this video heard me talking about it in passive, because the day the government officials came to that area and were planting their pillars and like trying to demarcate the land they are going to use, family members, we do have a farm at that area. So when they came, they took from the plot like directly opposite my father's farm. Like from that area, all of that land was taken for the project, right? So that day it was a celebration in my house. Like my dad was so happy that the thing escaped him. You know when something is just this close to you, as in, so he bought all of us roasted fish, as in one for one person. That's when we're celebrating one of my vlogs, and I mentioned that, and the subscriber was like wanting to know about that project more. I've kind of like shown you guys that area so many times in all my farm vlogs. Anyway, I'm just going to show you from like the start of it to inside, so you guys can see all of that.
So I'm going to start from Karata Junction. This is Karata Junction. We're just going to go straight because our destination is Game. And I've shown you guys this road countless times. As in, this road, it has been overshown to you guys. So I just had to fast forward till we get to the important part. So where you see Hotel Omispo, this Hotel Omispo on my right hand side, directly opposite, that is where the demarcation for the Seaport project starts. So directly opposite Hotel Omispo. At this point, I had to drop down from my father's car to show you guys like the start of it. So this is the signboard, and this signboard is in French. So you can find the signboards both in English or French, but it's basically the same thing because Cameroon is a bilingual country. They're basically just declaring to you that they plan to use this property for the port project, and then they tell you the number of hectares for that particular area, and then they tell you the name of the area. So if you see it in English or French, you just know you're reading the same thing, right? So directly opposite the Omispo entrance, you have this Boa house. We were going to go down this road, like this is the road leading to our farm. But as you can see, you still have one of those signboards. I'm trying to zoom in to show you guys. Yeah, so from here upward, they have taken that area. So from this stretch, if you're driving, you're just driving straight, and you see those signboards along the road. But let's go down. Can you guys remember this building? Who remembers this building? This is Dada Guest House, which Vicky did a review of sometime. I don't know if it's last year, and I went and met her there. That's the building. But let's focus on our focus. Let's head to where we're going to. You have St. Michael Nursery and Primary School. Yeah, see, you guys just remember this. We'll talk about this later. And then from here, this road going down leads you to the sea. Now if you follow this road straight, it's going to take you to the sea. Like the end of this road is a dead end. It's going to take you to the sea, and our farm is somewhere along this line on the left hand side. I've done a video already taking you guys from the farm to the sea, and actually went there and did a couple of contents there. So I'm not in the mood now. There's just too much sun. I'm not in the mood to go through these to this road to show you guys the sea, but I'm going to link that video there, so you can just go and click on that video if you want to better understand. Click on that video and all of that, you know.
So I ended there, but I've taken you guys through like from where I ended to the sea itself. I have shown you guys that in one of my farm videos. Now, did you guys see that school, St. Michael? Family members, in one of my vlogs, one of my farm vlogs still, I can remember very well when I was, or we were washing a greasy with my elder sister. One girl came there and gave us the pamphlet of that school, and I asked her the school fees. You all, I could not wrap my head around it. Like, what? See, to be honest, it was so expensive for me. I was like, what are those are going to send their kids here? This is so expensive. But family members, that school has started, and this is like the second or third year running, and you will not believe the number of pupils that are found in that school. As in, the school has population. This is me telling you that, see, do not drop down your price. If you know the value you give, don't drop down your price because somebody says it's too expensive. Trust me, those who know the value of what you give will come around and they will pay for that value, right? The school is like this. That's presently the most expensive school in Limbe. The most expensive school in Limbe was first of all PNEU. Like if you're from PNEU and you're watching this video, say hi in the comment section. While we're growing up, we knew that PNEU was for the bourgeoisies and the soft kids and all of that. After PNEU, our self took over, and now St. Michael is like the most expensive primary school in Limbe. If you watch that my farm video, I spoke about all the facilities they have there, what they offer your kids, why it's so expensive. If I send my child to that school and you come and fail, you explain to me why you are sitting under AC and you cannot learn ABC. Like, why? Make it make sense. But anyway, I digressed a bit to talk about that school. Moving forward, we have the Isongo area, which is in Dibuncha, and then the Idenau area. Family members, I was not in any frame of mind to go that far just to create content for this particular video, but I've already shown you guys the pillars, right? So if you're driving through that road from Gemet down, like you want to go to Idenau, once you reach around that Dibuncha area, just be vigilant and be alert. You will definitely start seeing that signboard which I just showed you guys somewhere along the road, right? So once you start seeing that signboard, just know that that's where the demarcation starts. That's where they plan to actually turn it into a deep seaport. And then Idenau, like I've also filmed a video about the Idenau area which they plan to use for the deep seaport area. I cannot go to that area to go and make video. That day even I struggled to make video because you all know this our country. If you're filming and then a bee mistakenly sees you filming, they'll feel like you're filming their home. What do I want to start explaining to them? That I wanted to film by the water, or I wanted to film by people who are loading or boarding the boat. How do I want to explain myself that I'm a content creator? They will not even understand me to begin with. They don't even understand English. So how do I really want to make them understand that I'm not a spy? As in, I'm not somebody who has come to spy on them because of this war. I'm a young girl trying to create content. So I was not in for all of that on that day. So I was just like, you know what, I already struggled and magumaggled and kind of like filmed that area in one of my vlogs, the Idenau vlog, where Solange and I were going to see how they call this waterfall. Oh my god, somebody help me. How they call this waterfall? I've forgotten this waterfall. Like, I'm going to leave it down on the screen, so I'm just going to also leave that link to that video down in the description box, so that if you want to see the area which they have also a mark for the deep seaport, you can just go and click that link and then you watch that Idenau area, and that is it, right? So now after seeing all of those areas, you might be wondering, there are houses that are there, like people's residential houses are there. People have built structures, massive structures on those pieces of land. Like, what happens to them, right? If you are wondering like that, or if you're thinking like that, you have all of those unanswered questions to your mind, let me tell you that the government has a body, or how do I call it? How do we call it in English? Like, I'm trying to look for the English word. I cannot find. But just so you know, the government has like an arm which is in charge of that. First of all land is government land in this country. Like, you should just have that at the back of your mind. All land, although they have now demarcated it to private land, public land, village land, this land. See, all land belongs to the government. Provided it's in this country, it belongs to the government. So the government can decide to reclaim whatever part of land or piece of land they choose at whatever time they choose, right? For whatever purpose they so deem fit. So you just have to be keeping fingers crossed that the government does not decide to come and do one development or a project in the area where you have built your house, right? So back to what I was saying. So if you're wondering what happens to all these houses that have been built here, just so you know that the government has an arm which that is their duty. They'll go about and they will evaluate your house. For example, if I spent about 100 million to build my house to the point where it is at the time when they come for the evaluation, so they have engineers in that team, civil engineers, right, technicians and all of that. So they evaluate the total amount of your house, the worth of it, how much you spent to build the house in total, plus buying the land and the building itself, and then they will compensate you as per the amount that you have invested on that piece of land. Does that even make sense? I hope you get the drift. Like, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So that's what is going to happen the year the government decides that they want to start this deep seaport project. So having said that, we have come to the end of this video. Hope you loved it and hope you enjoyed watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video with your friends. Share it to somebody who is interested in Limbe, somebody who wants to buy a land in Limbe, somebody who wants to invest in Limbe, somebody who loves Limbe. Anybody you want to share this video with, just go ahead and share, okay? And I'm going to see you on finally, by the help of God, on my next one. Bye.